cold is my warm friend.
I had learned how to deal with my emotional trauma. The cold did it.
Today's guest is a real-life superhero. He holds 26 official Guinness World Records for feats that were long believed to be fatal or just outright impossible.
If I'm able to make my skin temperature not going down while being exposed to ice cold water, skin temperature, that's power. That power is the same power we can learn to embrace and awaken, in which we are able to tackle any stressor in the world.
Fear is a signal that something is wrong, and we have to listen to the signal, internalize, and solve the matter. Well, it could be an emotional fear, mental fear, physical fear. It could be viral, bacterial, spiritual. It doesn't matter. It's all fear. And the brain, the mind knows. It gives a signal. Don't kill the messenger. Go and follow the messenger. And then ask, what is the problem? Your body is talking to you and you are not listening.
I want to take away fear. Irrational fears, traumatic fears. Fears created because you do not handle mental issues as grief, emotion, PTSD, trauma, depression. Those things we are going to tackle. And somebody's got to do this. And I should have no fear to accomplish that. A man on a mission should not think in fear. He should go and accomplish his mission and be focused.
I think everybody in the world who suffered a trauma is deeply impacted.
We go to the moon, we go to Mars, but we don't know how to stop autoimmune diseases, cancer, depression, anxiety, fear for death, fear, what is the soul? It's still unknown. And I tell you, it is the time for the soul. We will show that the purpose of life is right within us.
I've learned it now, that whatever I think will become reality.
If people expose themselves to cold or the Wim Hof breathing technique, how long until people start to experience change?
Directly. Instantly. Within a half hour. Or just skip the talking. Do it. Do it once. And if it doesn't work, then you can call me a liar. But you will say otherwise. Because I'm sure of that.
The power to adapt to the stressor in general. We lost this connection is because we wear clothes all the time and we live in a comfort zone behavior. We think we can control nature, but by being non-stimulative in our behavior, we lost the connection in the depth of our physiology. Because we are able to adapt about to anything. We are built to be able to adapt without stress into any stressful situation and get a solution. The body knows. But because we got into this comfort zone behavior hundreds of years, our genetics have changed, our physiology has changed, everything has changed. And we lost actually the full power of the mind. And I'm here to bring it back.
You gotta know two things. If I go before I do a record, for example, I'm measured, then without moving, I've already programmed myself. I'm gonna go into that ice and I need to perform, and the body knows. And it has been shown, without moving, blood been analyzed, 300% more activity of the cell. That is combustion, that's energy. So if you begin to think, oh, it's gonna be cold, it's gonna be really cold.
What's your mind process like? Walk me through the mind.
You're about to go in. I know now. Just breathing. And sometimes these retentions, as you did. And when I approach, I already got the...
You're fully relaxed though.
I'm fully relaxed. You know where I learned this? I learned it by climbing without ropes, without gear. I learned just to read the rock. Oh, I can do this. That's the difficulty of the rock. That's the texture. This is the weather. This is the pressure I feel. It's all there automatically. And I feel it. It's called intuition. intuition, instinct. And it makes a great measurement. And then I read it, and then there's no problem. I go climb, no minding, just feeling, and I do it. And it's there where I learned that we are able to program the body, even in extreme conditions, especially in extreme conditions. It should be impeccable. You should be able to trust it completely. So I learned to trust it, and then the body is able to do so much more than we think. We are full of fear in society because of what we have created. We have created a world which is controlled. But when we get out of that controlled world, then suddenly it all becomes dangerous. But it is not. Our nature is quite able to adapt to so much more. And we have lost this. And I brought this now back and made it sort of beneficial by studies that we are able to tackle disease far more better and depression far more better than we ever thought before. And those need to be the subjects in school.
I'm a dropout from school, but now I'm teaching the professors and the doctors in all the world that we have an ability to tap into the deepest part of the brain and solve all the matters related to mental disorders and having no control. And there is no pill, no medicine involved. It's your own awareness, your own power. And then you get into the cold and the breathing, and we skip the breathing and the cold at a certain moment. We get in our innate control by our mind, the way the establishment doesn't like it, but the way we should have to confront ourselves with any stressor happening in the world to take care of our beloveds. And I think making money, very nice, great. But I don't want pills, I don't want medicine, I want happiness, strength and health. If you are happy, how much money do you need? You see? How much cars do you need? How much of this? If you're happy, you're happy. So if you are able to regulate your own mood, and we found the compelling evidence of the key components of the autonomous processes in the brain related to emotion itself. I want it out there. I want professors and doctors, prove me wrong, guys, because we got it proved already in the science, but now we are with the establishment.
And since then, I went on and on and on and on. I did all these records and many more challenges. I did crazy stuff, really. Sitting all the night in your shorts outside in freezing temperatures and feel great. That is something, that is power. And I've been venturing and discovering more and more. And finally, I began to realize, but it's all in the mind. Oh yes. So, learning to let go in the right way, following your breath. The breath is able to prime the body, and then your mind, the neurology of the mind. If I'm able to make my skin temperature not going down while being exposed to ice cold water, skin temperature, that's power. That power is the same power we can learn to embrace and awaken, in which we are able to tackle any stressor in the world. Any stressor emotionally and physically and mentally, whatever you come up, we are built to be able to oppose that, to get through and to learn and not to be afraid, because we have the power of the mind.